So, how is everybody today? This is Metaphysical Meanderings for today because you know what? I can't get to the podcast station. And if you guys don't know what's going on with the podcast station, is we lost a producer. And there we go. And so what I am doing is I am doing my podcast sort of here. I will be doing more predictions next week. I should be back in the podcast. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nobody to help me. There's no producers. If you guys don't know, last November I lost one of my producers, and so I'm winging this. It's that simple. That's what I'm doing. Now, don't be asking me questions. I'm going to tell you right now. Hi, good morning. You're going to wait till the end, and yes, I will do a few questions, but I'm doing metaphysical meanderings. These are all my predictions. Now, I've got them written down now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you guys about my predictions. And say, hi guys, how is everybody? Like I said, I am a prediction person. My predictions are at about 90, we're saying more like 96 now, but they're pretty accurate. I know that they are. I'm shocked that they are, but so letting you guys know. We're going to do this. This is what I would do. Good morning. Hi, Anna. This is, normally I'd be on my podcast station, and I can't get anybody to produce it at this point right now. I do not have a producer that's full-time. You guys know Kent, and Kent is not full-time producer. And so I've lost my producer, so I just come on here. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Now, I'm up here upstairs just because my connections aren't so good, and I'm downloading videos for you guys. So check out my YouTube. Okay, so some winners. We're going to go over the predictions and next week I'll still be doing these. Now, some of the stuff, I don't care what anybody says. They say there's a red wave. It's not a red wave. It's a blue wave. But it's extremely small margin. Okay, now there are going to be some red states, and I'm going to tell you which ones I think are going to go red so that you know. I try hard to not take sides, but as a psychic and a medium, you can probably guess what side I'm taking. Okay, but I do admit that I am a moderate progressive because there's certain things I believe in. I own guns. It's, stuff like that. So I don't pass judgment. I'd never have an abortion myself, but I won't tell somebody they can't. It's not my business. So I guess I'm pro-choice, but for me personally, never. So we'll see how it goes. I'm a moderate. All right, so New York. It's a Democratic win for, I think is it Hochut? It begins with an H. Okay, now I know this sounds crazy, but I get these downloads at night, and sometimes I don't get the names right. I just know that I will say, oh, it's a woman, or it's a man, he's dark hair. Okay, so I psychic, yeah, I psychic. Yeah, nice comment there. Okay, DeSantis win in Florida. All right. We've got Abbott as a win in Texas. Now, these are Republicans. Now here's an interesting thing. Now, I love Beto. Now, you guys know I do love Beto. I wish he would win. He's not going to. So I'm not even going to mess with this. I don't have my moderators today. My moderators, I'm early this morning. I hate DeSantis. I can't stand him, but he's going to win. Now, Beto is not done. Beto may end up being the Democratic ticket for 2024. Okay, that's kind of what I'm seeing. Okay. Thank you for following. If you guys don't know, I'm 97%. I'm doing the election predictions. Okay. I think he's far from done. Beto is far from done. He is going to run and he's going to win. I keep seeing him. I saw him before he started all this again. I kept saying, well, God, why didn't Beto become president? I think that I'm wondering if Biden is not going to run again and we're going to have Beto. I'd vote for him in a heartbeat. So just letting you guys know. All right. Mandela Barnes out of Wisconsin is flipping the Senate. Okay, you guys, it's a narrow. These are all narrow margins, like 53-47. It's something, you know what I'm saying? It's all very small, but you're going to see wins. And I'm telling you right now, I see a lot of women. I see a lot of minorities. Okay. I do have South Carolina. So hold on, it's coming. And I don't have all of them because next week I will be back in my podcast station. Got 1 million live viewers that are missing me right now. So I'm only on my general feeds. So, but they're going to be taped and we might be able to somehow get them to my podcast station. It's, if you guys don't know, one of my producers died of COVID in November of last year. And so we are always short of a producer. And if I can't get in, if there's no producer for me, I can't. So it's kind of what happens. Anyway, Evers from Wisconsin, win. Now you have to remember that some of these are because that affects me. I'm from Wisconsin. We've got a Pritzker win in Illinois. I know some people don't like that one, but he's gonna win. There's gonna be no problems with that. Woman in Iowa wins governor. She's got light hair. Okay, now remember, I don't know their names. Sometimes they show me, and they'll show me on a map, and I'll be like, oh, okay. Now there's significance in Arizona. Either the Senate or the governor flips somehow. It's very significant, and I don't quite understand. I got to study that more. Okay. Now I have been saying, and I am 150% right. Back in June, I said something was weird in Pennsylvania. It'll stay blue, but something's weird. Now think about this. I am right again. I'm stop bragging. I'm not, but think about this logically. We've got somebody who has had a stroke and is still gonna win. He's gonna win. Okay. All right. It's Fetterman. Fetterman's going to beat Oz. Oz is out of here. Oklahoma is staying red. So there's certain states staying red. Kansas is going to stay red. Minnesota governor is going to be reelected. Now I am predicting a Stacey Abrams win, but it's weird because I feel like she is, and then she isn't, and she is, and maybe it's going to be that close. I'm not sure. It's a very interesting thing. Now Cory Booker keeps coming up to my mind. Now, I don't know if he's going to win, but I got to study him longer because he's significant also. Very significant. Okay. Abrams can be contested all they want. Now, I want to tell you guys something. You got to quit believing what people are saying about fixed elections. I've been watching the NPR. I've been watching well-documented and educated places. These elections are not fixed. They are secure. I am telling you, I've been watching this for a long time. Anybody that says that any of this was fixed is full of garbage. I was really suspicious too. And I've been doing a little research on this. And it's not. Okay. They're not fixed. They're very, very close. Now that you're going to start seeing an extremely high number of women and minorities voting, it's going to be like off the charts. You're going to see people are mad. Okay. All right. I'm going to tell you that right now. All right. Now, Minnesota governor's reelected. A woman from Montana. There's a woman from Montana, either a governor or a Senate being elected. I don't know who it is. I guess I got to find these out. But this is what I get in downloads. Okay. So, the young people are taking over, guys. You don't know that. Come on. Let's be honest. The Generation Zs that are turning 18 are 80% progressive. There's a huge progressive movement going on, and there's going to be a huge amount of progressive elected. Now, here's an interesting thing that I'm also predicting, that the Republicans are going to have a little bit more blue in them, and the blue are going to have a little bit more red in them. I still say, and I've been saying this for over a year, that there's going to be more of a purple down the middle. People are going to meet. It's got to get to this point. Okay. All right. Yes. Vote. I am actively volunteering myself to drive people because I don't care what you vote. Just get your butt over there. Okay. Get your butt over there. Okay. Like I said, I'm a moderate progressive. I'm not super, super, super liberal. I'm very much pro-choice. But as me personally, I would never have had an abortion. That's just me. That's me. But I don't want to tell you what to do. I don't want to tell you what to do. It's not my business. My mother had to have one when I was a little girl because she was so sick. She had to make a choice between the 2 kids she had live or the one that she could carry that was going to kill her because she was so severely diabetic. So I do not ever, never would I tell somebody what to do. It's wrong. Okay? So, all right. So here we go. Now here, you guys, some of you guys aren't going to like this, and I really don't care. You quit listening. I don't care. Roe versus Wade's going to get codified in the dead of the night at 2:00 in the morning in the middle of the dark. I don't know why I say that. It's going to happen, and it's at the end of 2023 or 2024. Okay? Like I said, we've got lots of flips going on, and I'm just going and... Okay, so Kentucky flip. There's something significant about Kentucky. Now, Mitch McConnell, within this next year or so, is going to be removed from power, and it's not loss of power, he's removed. So what does that mean? I don't understand. I just know that's what that... Now remember, this is how my predictions go. I said something weird was going to happen in Pennsylvania. And I kept saying, but it stays blue. And people are like, well, what do you mean? Well, now we know Fetterman has had a stroke. I mean, remember, just because he's had a stroke means his mouth is affected. His mind is fine. And so I still say he's going to win. I still say he's going to. And that is a shock. I predicted that back in May, June. I said there's something weird in Pennsylvania, but I don't understand what. Okay. So, okay. Woman in office that is significant in either Oregon or Washington. Either Oregon or Washington is significant. I don't understand why. I have to study this more. Hi, Firefly. Now, hold on. They're screaming of fraud every turn. It's going to be a bad screaming of fraud. This last time, there may be riots. I'm going to be telling you that right now. There's going to be, and there's not fraud. You have to, please, everybody do their research. Oh, my Lord. I thought, though, I've become part of a watchdog group that protects people from corporate greed. That's basically what I've done. And I've done my research. It's secure. It's secure. I'm telling you. I have a tendency to watch other places. I don't watch the United States. I watch the BBC. I will watch NPR, PBS. I watch those kind of places. Sometimes watching outside of the United States. This is secure. They watched how they did it. They showed how it was done. They've got so many people involved to keep any of the fraud from happening. It's just going to be so close in some of these races that people are going to be like, well, you have to count them again. We're triple drawing. It's like that. Okay. All right. Right now, this is my podcast. Like you can at the end. You can ask questions at the end. Okay. All right. Let's see. Man in Nevada who has dark hair with neatly cut hair, he wins. Man with really dark, neatly cut hair in Nevada. Do you see what I'm saying? I got to look these up. This is what I get. And then the country's in an uproar. Be prepared. Country's in an uproar because there's going to be change that people don't like. Too bad. And I'm telling you that most of those votes are coming from 18 to 24-year-olds. That's where they're coming from. The progressives are gaining ground. Here's one. Kim Reynolds in Iowa by a slim margin. Maura Healey of Massachusetts is going to win. Now, a Rhode Island Democrat for either governor or Senate, which is rare because they've been red quite a bit on occasion, back and forth. And there's some type of Democrat. And Scott Jensen is very important to Minnesota. I think he's running for governor. I'm not sure. See how I'm saying? I get these names. I get these people that pop in and I start writing it down. Crystal Matthews, is she in South Carolina? Does someone know? Is she, Nevada, was that for governor or Senate? I don't know. Dark hair. It's significant. And I have to look it up. Dark hair, kind of a darker eyes and everything. I don't know yet. You guys have to know I have to do research. Remember, there's hundreds and hundreds of candidates, and I'm trying to piece them together, especially when they affect me. Like, I know all who I'm voting for because I'm in Wisconsin, so I know all my people. Do you know what I'm saying? And then I know most of Illinois. I'm right on the Illinois border. I know most of Minnesota and bits and pieces of like Michigan and Iowa. But and Florida. I keep track of Florida. I'm in Florida a lot. So I know what's going on in Florida also. So, okay. Idaho. Oh, I was studying on Idaho. I'll have more information for you next week. So what you guys need to do is I will be here, but I'll be on my podcast station. My podcast station, by the way, is out of Chicago. It has over 1 million listeners. I could not get my producer to come in. We've lost a producer to COVID, and he would normally have been producing it for me. And so there's nobody to produce it every once in a while. And so somebody better be there Saturday. I'm going to go through the roof because I have this all prepared. I was like, yeah, but it's okay. I'll be all right. It's not anybody's fault. It's the way life is, right? In these times. Scott Jensen's important in Minnesota, got that. North Dakota goes red, but South Dakota changes to blue in some way. Like, I want to say it might be Senate. It's either governor or Senate. I know they've been red, but it's going to go blue. Okay. Oklahoma and Kansas are staying red. So whoever's running that's Republican will be red. There's going to be a record amount of what women voters do. Somebody asked, what do my producers do? They run the whole station. I have a podcast station there's probably 30 different shows there, and they run everything. So like, I'm just taping right now. I'm literally just taping, but they produce my podcast. So yeah, I do have a producer. Now here's an interesting one, and I don't understand. Will Nevada stay blue? Yes. But there's a significant man that's got dark hair. It's very neatly cut that ends up winning. I'm not sure. I have to study this more. I'm saying that there are 37 new women and minorities hitting the Senate or House. Or it's like a Senate race. There's 37 of them. There's a lot of brand new people. All right, coming in, and they're all women and minorities. Now Marcus Flowers from Georgia and Marjorie Taylor Greene. This one is so too close to call for a very large while, but I think Flowers may win, and she's going to be screaming and throwing fraud everywhere because she's a piece of crap. I'm sorry. If you like Marjorie Taylor Greene, you can get off my station. I'm sorry. She is just a nutcase. She needs to be removed. She's uneducated. She's a fool. And that's fine. I got my opinion, right? Well, you got my opinion. Sorry. Anyway, so here's some other things that I was going to tell you guys. She does it on hey, I'm going to tell you what I think. I mean, I know I'm a psychic, and like I said, I don't want DeSantis to win. I want Beto to win too, and Abbott, but Abbott's going to win. All right. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm just calling it like I'm seeing it. My accuracy is at 90. We thought 97%, it's more like 96 because I had one question that was kind of twofold that I didn't always get right. Now, what I'm going to start doing is my daughter is now my secretary, and she's going to be typing these. We're going to put these on my website so you can see them as they come in, as I make them. And when they're right, I'm checking them. Now, I have over 300 different predictions since 2018 that are being typed. And some of them, I believe I said there was going to be an earthquake in California on San Andreas Fault. And I said that earlier this half of the year, and remember there was a quake. I'm sure I said it. I have to find it. I'm absolutely positive I said it. So, yeah. Yeah, I know, Irene. I want Beto to win, or Beto to win too, but he's not. But that's okay. It's gonna allow him to run for president. You guys don't understand. He's on the presidential run. He's gonna get there. I don't think, and I have been saying that Biden would not rerun, and they would have to find somebody else that take over. And I think it's Beto. I really, truly do. I have been saying that. I think I said that a year ago, or even maybe two. Okay. Yes, I know. You can take notes. There's 300 predictions. I don't know why I'm getting these. God wants me to give them to you. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, all I know is that there's no nuclear war, you guys. Okay, I want to tell you why. You understand this, why? You have to understand how many people have died and are on the other side. as many as there are here, and if more. And they also don't want us blowing ourselves up. Do you really think that the people on the other side aren't influencing any of this? I'm telling you, not to mention that you know what? I've always been a real skeptic of aliens, but they're not going to let us blow ourselves up either, and they're here. I don't care what anybody says, they're here. I have been saying we would have alien contact for the last 2 years of some sort, and they're here. They're not going to let us blow ourselves up. It's not going to happen. I think that Biden is over. He's like, oh my God, he shouldn't be talking about that if he wasn't going to do that, blah, 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 blah. No. No, it's not. No, it's not happening. You guys got to understand, and I still say, and I'm going to say this is like the 10th time, Putin is going to back down in some way. I still say it. I said it in January, and people thought I was crazy. They actually laughed at me during my podcast. Hold it. Just hold your horses. Hold on and just watch. Okay? So just remember that, okay? Now, I'm going to take questions. Oh, did I just... Now, you guys know why. When I'm up here, by the way, you're going to get orbs. They fly all over me. I don't know. Just here, though. If I'm downstairs, I have a podcast. I have a studio that I have. And I've converted. It's my studio for my art, and I converted into a podcast studio too. Anyway, you'll see the orbs. Maybe I won't see any today, but I saw one last Thursday. It flew right by. Because there had been a moth in here. And you could see the moth. It was yellow. It was doing this, But this is extremely fast, and it zipped right through and it keeps doing that back and forth very quickly. So I got a feeling I know it's one of my guides. But 1 week I had an orb sitting on my shoulder the whole hour. Literally, it was a blue-green orb. It sat there, and then it flitted away. And people are like, hey, I saw an orb. It's my normal life. So, yeah. Anyway, I said that I would give you all my predictions, and I'll have more next week. Okay? All right? Anything about Oklahoma runs for governor, it's going red. Oklahoma is going to be red, so is Kansas. There's just some, but there's enough to flip. I'm telling you, the Senate's flipping. Telling you, people are like, I keep seeing these people getting on my podcast and stuff and going, ha, red wave, and I'm like, nope, no, it's not, no. Thin margin, but it's going to go mostly blue. It's going to not mostly, it's going to be a flip. And I'm going to tell you, the Republicans that are going to be getting elected are going to be more progressive, and the Democrats are going to be a little more conservative. They're going to kind of meet down the middle. I've been saying this now for a year. There's more of a meeting to get things done. Okay? All right? Yes, I am a moderate. So you're right. I do see the good in both. Some of these extremists, I can't tolerate it. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and there's things that I believe that wouldn't be popular on here. I'm telling you, I'm a moderate. So, all right. So, okay. South Carolina, I believe South Carolina was that woman. Is it Crystal? Her name Crystal? There's a woman named Crystal. I looked her up and I go, oh, she's going to win. And I think she was from South Carolina. Okay. The next governor's Abbott. Sorry. All right. Okay, so I'm going to take questions now. I take questions for 15 minutes, and then this is how I normally do my podcast. And what we're going to do is tape this and then possibly put it across my podcast station and download it to Google. I do now belong to Anchor by myself and to StreamYard. So I actually can be making this into a podcast. This is taken off. I'm tired. This whole week, no offense, you're going to see nothing from me. The only thing you'll see is a daily where my daughter is loading it because I'm going somewhere. I don't know where yet, but someplace nice and warm where I can be all by myself. I need downtime. I am doing, by the way, 34 to 36 readings a week right now, and it's too much for me. I'm trying to catch up, trying just to catch up. So this week I only did 26. But think about that. That was 26 hours of very strenuous it's mental. You have to remember I'm time jumping. It takes a lot of energy. So, and I am a medium, so I'm talking to the other side too. It's a lot of energy. Okay. All right. So go ahead. Thank you, Rainey. So go ahead, start asking me some questions. I would appreciate if you could please to donate something. Hey, this is like, I got to keep this podcast station going. I got to pay for things. I got to, you know what I'm saying? All right. Okay. So, all right. Green-eyed Aries. Will you pass? Wait, hold on. Wait, you guys. Something about passing. I think I can't find it now. You guys, you ask questions, and if you're gonna spam me, I've got moderators now that are stepping in and erasing you. Don't spam it. Okay. Thank you, Firefly. Yeah. Yes, there is a female president in the future. I don't know if it's this one or it's the next one, but it's in within 8 years. So yes. Okay. Andy Kim in New Jersey sounds really good. That sounds really good. That sounds, I know this is crazy. I get a feel in New Jersey. I think so. Is he blue? Because he seems like, yeah. All right, hold on here. Let's say I got some questions. TikTok is free. Yes, it is free, but you can give me roses and you can send me flowers. So, and no, you don't have to make a comment like that to me. You're out of here. Sorry. Sorry. I'm getting a little tired of people pushing me. You guys do understand how much energy this is taking, right? And how I could be, come on now, please, really. Thank you. If you're going to ask me questions, I will only take preferential treatment if you're supplying roses. It's no big deal. It's just, yeah. Okay, hold on here. Yes, Michael. Will we be successful? Yes, there is nefarious activity. Yes, Michael, you are correct. So who found it? Was it you? I feel like somebody actually stumbled on it. Yes. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Stephanie will be moving soon, not for about 3 months or so. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Alyssa. Will we get this house that we are interested in? You're going to get it. Yes, you can if you want it. No offense. Can you make sure you can afford it? Something about affording. There's something about it. Is it a little like right at your edge of your price range or a little over? Just be careful. Okay. Anna, yes. Will I be successful in affiliate marketing or should I look at attending a coding boot camp? Coding boot camp, Anna. Coding boot camp. Do that. Okay. I don't know why that is. Are you going to have a good birthday next week? Do you have okay. One more time. I'm going to tell you guys astrologically what is going on. We started that Pisces thing I've been talking about. Now it's Jupiter's going into Pisces for the next 6 weeks and it goes to Aries and it goes direct into Aries. And it's going to, for the next 6 months, if you've got a Pisces in your chart, now I'm not a Pisces, I'm Libra. No, you probably have a Pisces in one of your houses. So look it up. Go to Astro Cafe if you want. You can go there. We still do have Astrology Gumbo. I don't know if it's still up or not. Anyway, you can look on there and see where your Pisces sits. That's where your luck is. For me, it's in my 3rd house. I have a Pisces moon, and that means that's all about communication. So there's luck with my communication. Writing, reading, speaking, research. What's so funny is I just started back to my PhD. I'm getting a PhD in metaphysical counseling. So I just kind of like, oh yeah, that's right. That is considered the 3rd house. I'm also thinking, well, I don't know what you guys think. I'm a walking reality show. So I got my horses and my chickens and I'm just, yeah. And so anyway, I'm pitching myself. I'm going to pitch myself and see if I can get a bigger show. So like, I know that my podcast does well when I'm there, but I think it's gone down a little. I think it was only 850,000 listeners last time, but next week I should be on. So hopefully. Okay. Well, Stephen proposed in New Year's Eve. Not on New Year's Eve. He's going to maybe talk to you about it around that time, but not then. Not on that day. It's different day. But yes, you are going to get married. Did my sister-in-law purposely plan her grandchild's christening on the same day as my son's baby shower? No, it was not planned on purpose, but she found out and didn't give a crap anyway. So in a way, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Thank you guys. Remember, I had somebody, if you're going to make a nasty comment to me, I have to have more moderators on TikTok. I've lost a couple moderators. You're just gone. I'm sorry. You have to understand that I'm doing all this for free. And yeah, thank you. I really appreciate anything you give me. But remember, I'm trying to get a healing center started. I'm at 6% of my plan. If you go to coffee.com, you can ask questions there. Thank you, Donna. It was 100% accurate, my prediction for you. Thank you. Thank you for the confirmation. Makes me feel good. I'm a person too. But I'm at 6%, and I'm trying to get a down payment to buy a building or a piece of land to build a healing center. You know what? I think somebody's at my house. Somebody's knocking. Dan, somebody's knocking. Hello? What? Somebody's knocking. Oh, it is? Yes. On my door. Probably. Who knows? Who knows what, why, or however, but right in the middle of my podcast, right? Interesting, right? Am I wrong? I swear I heard somebody knock. What? Interesting. Oh, you know who it is? Oh, it's the Democrats. They're putting up signs. That's it. I've gone Democrat. Sorry. That's what this for me. Okay. All right. Thank you.